Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. Today we will learn how to make this easy and beautiful cuff bangle bracelet, and I made this in Christmas colors. It's so pretty and it is very lightweight because I used some bicones, which is a little bit of a flat bicones. These are acrylic beads and these are very weightless, so I really like this bracelet, how it turned out to be. Best for the festive season, and I loved it, so I thought I will make a video and then show you guys how to do this. The one thing that I did here is I did it with 18 gauge wire, and the whole of these beads are quite big enough. Now for this project I'm going to use these two color beads, and I have used three Christmas colors, white, green and red, and I'm going to use only two in here. And also I'm going to use 20 gauge para wire. This one is copper wire. So this is anti-copper plated, but it is copper core wire, and it is not aluminum wire or something like that. So this is what I'm going to use today. And you guys need about 20 inches of wire. We need two lengths of those. The tools wise, we need wire cutters, obviously round nose pliers and tweezer nose pliers and nylon jaw pliers, and then we need a ruler. So let's just get started. I just straighten my wire a little bit. Just like so, and then measure 20 inches. 12 plus 8 is 20. So approximately here I'm gonna straighten my wire. I have already tarnished my wire is what I think, but my nylon jaw pliers needs to be replaced. It's been quite a while and has been well loved, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to take one more measure of the same wire. I'm going to keep my ruler up on the side because the fact that I am working with 20 inches, but I want to work with the same length that I have here. I don't want to work with a different measure of 20 inches, like 0.5 or so. We normally tend to tend to leave it here or there. In this case I want to use it. And there is another straightener that I have, is this one from Beadalon. So it's hard to show it here, but you can straighten your wire with that too. I am just going to take the same measure with my already cut 20 inches of wire. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wire and bend it about in the middle, just like so. Then bend it like a teardrop shape, just like this. Do the same with the other wire. Fold it into half, as if you're going to bend the wire in the middle, and then bring it into a teardrop form. Once you attain this teardrop form, all you need to do is slip this teardrop. See this one and see this one. So one is bigger, one is a little bit smaller. Okay, There we go. So now I take this one and slip it on top, keeping it like in this direction, and then turn it in this direction. I'll do that one more time. Maybe it's confusing a little bit. It was for me in the first. So we have these two teardrops. I just put this across perpendicular to this wire and then slip this teardrop on top of this teardrop and then bring it to the center. And we have this right now. It's a little bit difficult for me to work with the camera and the mic right next to me. I'm so sorry, but this is a long piece of wire that we need. So right now we don't need the tools. So as you can see, I have these wires right next to each other. So the topmost wire or the outside wire that I have, the first loop wire, okay, that I am okay. I didn't even cut this. Let me just take some beads and from here to okay. So I'm gonna start with this color. So the outermost wire, I am adding one bead, and I'm adding the same bead this side. I'm keeping it upside down so that I can show you guys clearly what I'm doing. So this is what we have so far. Okay, so I'm bringing the wire with the bead in the front of this wire, and then this is my right hand side, right? Bringing it on top. My left hand side, I am bringing it on the bottom of the side of the wire, but when I come to the middle, it is on the top. Okay, you will get this pattern easily once we move further. So this is what I have formed so far. Don't worry about anything. This needs to crisscross. And what I do for easy purposes is I just twist this a little bit, so that just a little bit, so that it holds that shape there. That provides me easy designing. So here we go. I add the next color. You can add whatever color you want, whatever beads you want. Most of my projects are really versatile. That's what, if I like it to be, means I really like the projects to be versatile, because I want you guys to be able to use the beads that you have in stash and not go and specifically buy for any project. So this one is a roundel beads 6x4 millimeter. You can use any beads you want, 6x4 millimeter or bicones 4 millimeter, any size, as long as it goes through the 20 gauge wire. That's all the criteria is, and we are going to go through only once, so any bead would work. Now this is what my wire looks. See this? I have crisscrossed it and turned this a little bit. These are my flat wires. I call those flat wires. So now I bring my right side wire in between, making sure that the bead sits in between these V. Okay, and then I bring the left side wire right like this. See, it's already there, and this one is already down and this one is already up, so it's easy for me to do so. And then when I bring here, when I bring these two wires, and it needs to crisscross at some point, and then I twist it a little bit to the side and pushing these two wires up. And I know it will be a little bit wobbly, but we can adjust it as we go. Okay, just like so. So now the outer wire, the wire which is flat, that's where I'm going to add beads. Again, I'm going to continue adding my aqua color bead to the flat wires, always the ones on the outside. That's where we are going to add beads. So just bring this in the middle, and then this one also in the middle. The wire that is perpendicular kind of guides us where these wires need to go, right? So just like so, and then straighten this wire up on the side, just like so. Now the crisscross has happened. I need to bring a twist to it, just like that, so that I have 4 wires like this. Can you see? These 2 are flat, this one is on top, this one is down. So now I know for sure how I need to add beads, right? So now I take the other color, the second color that I have, the color B, and add it to this flat wires. It is a little bit cumbersome to work in the start. After that it gets easy. Now I bring this right side wire inside, right above this wire, and then I go just flatten this out, okay, and bring this left side wire inside as well, but on top of this right side wire that I bought in the middle, just like so, and straighten these out. Once this crisscross happens, right, it's bumping my camera, sorry. So the crisscross happens, go ahead and twist this a little bit so that this comes in the front and this comes in the back. Now I'm ready to add the aqua color again. So add the aqua color in the flat wires, right? So then bring this in the middle, right, and bring this on the top, and then push these out. So when you bring this, all you do is again twist it a little bit and keep it. Now we have this. So see this, the bracelet is going like this. Don't worry, continue doing it. As you go, you can just straighten that out. This is wire, so it will straighten out for you, but we want to keep that crisscross pattern even, just like so. Okay, this is it. The entire bracelet is going to be this, but make sure everything is nice and neat, and then you're adding the beads properly. That's it. So I'm going to add it, the flattened wire. This one is for a 6.5 inch wrist size bracelet, so keep that in mind. If you want a bigger or smaller bracelet, according to your accordingly size your wire accordingly. Okay, so you need to, if you want a bigger bangle bracelet, then you need to have more wire, probably 22 to 24 inches, or if you have a smaller wrist, you go for 18 inches or so. Okay, so just bring this in the middle, and this one on the top, and this one to the side. And then where it crisscrosses, just make a twist. Okay, and now I'm ready to add the aqua beads again. So I bring the top wire down on top of these, and then you can flatten this off, and then this one on the top of this wire, and flatten these off. When you flatten it, you will get exactly the size that you want. It will lock the bead in place, and then twist this crisscross part. I'm ready to add the next color. This is what it is for the entire bracelet. We are going to do this. I'll do one close-up shot and then you guys can see it easily. Take the orange color or brick red color, I would say. Load it. Bring the top wire down here below this and bring the bottom wire on top of this top wire, just like so, and then stretch out this perpendicular wire on the side, and then you'll have a crisscross pattern, and just twist this a little bit. Let's continue doing this. I'll come back after finishing the entire wire. I'm almost at the end. I finished this much. Let's measure how much we have here. We have almost 7 inches, and then we need this part completely. So because it has to hook like this, so it has to go all the way here. So this part until this much, this the clasp is not included in the length because it has to hold that, and it's a bangle bracelet. You can also directly put it like that. So I am just going to add my last I don't know if it is the last bead. Let's see how much wire we have left. So here it is. So that goes, so the right goes on top and comes in, and the left goes on bottom and comes in. Stretch this out. So here we go. Twist that we need. Then I add this color. Still have space, so I'm just adding one more. Or I'm thinking, I think I'll stop here. I won't add one more. So that's it. So what I'm going to do here is take this wire. These two wires need to crisscross. This is what I have. Let's just take care of this first. Okay, Join's going to cut this much, about a centimeter over here and over here. I don't need more. This wire, this one, this short wire is coming underneath, so I'm taking this up and then going in, just like so. I tuck that in, just snip off a little bit more, so I have I did take care of that side. This one is coming up, so I'm taking it in. There we go. And then I'm gonna just snip off a little bit more and then tuck that in. So we had 2 wraps on either side. Now we will take care of this one right here. So this also affects the shape of the bracelet, so make sure that you don't compromise that, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the short wire and then wrap it once. That much is enough. I'm just going to cut this off and then tuck it in properly, and we have this. If you had a little bit more wire, we could actually do a wrap here itself, but we don't have, so we need to work with what we have right here. And I'm going to take my round nose pliers and make a loop. Just like so. And then just wrap it once. Snip this off excess. Make sure you tuck that tail in. And this side is ready. Now we need to take care of this side. Just flatten this up a little bit. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take the same wire and make a small hoop. This is a regular hoop that we can make, so we can make that, or we can make a double one, whichever it is. So we will take about, say, 2 inches or so, 2.5 inches probably, just to be on the safer side. Okay, flush cut the ends, then take this and bend it into half. Take your needle nose pliers. In my case, I'm taking my tweezer nose pliers to make this a little bit straight. So see this, there is a small difference between these two. I'm cutting those off so that it is on the same length. Then what I do is I bring this, keep my round nose pliers here, and I actually bring this into a loop like that. Then take my tweezer nose pliers and bend it upwards. Can you see the hook forming? And all you need to do now is take your round nose pliers and make a loop. That's your hook right there. So all you need to do is open this up, just like so. Add it to this part where you have the wrap loop. Okay. We will open these on the same side. That way it's easier for us to put it in. Now close the loops. Make sure everything's nice and straight. The loops are closed. All you need to do now is take a round object and and shape this to a round shape. Let me grab something which is round, and then just going to take this and then just slowly bend this around the round form. Okay, more. We have our bracelet ready. How cool is that? I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.